Hello there, welcome to Fulcrum and the Force. I'm Jim and this is my channel dedicated to everything Star Wars. I promised you another video, I promised you another lightsaber video. So I'm here with a couple of new lightsabers. The reason there's a couple is because you've seen the thumbnail. Oh, they're Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum Hilts. Woo! From Padawan Outpost. That's right. Now, some of you may know that I did used to have a couple of Fulcrum Hilts from somewhere else, but for whatever reason, I don't now. So, anyway, we're here to talk about these ones. These are the new Fulcrum ones, and I'm a fan. Also, I'm rocking my Padawan Outpost t-shirt. You can get those at their website. They're very, very cool. I like them. So let's just have a closer look at these sabers because you know what Ahsoka Tano's Fulcrum Hilts are. So let's have a look. Let's go with the main because we've got a main and we've got a Shoto, which is slightly smaller. Here's the main, which is very, very nice. It's got a really nice curve to it. And it holds in the hand so nicely. It's very, very cool. It has a nice big D ring on it. It's a really good size. And I tell you what, the build quality on this is incredible. It's like you hold it in your hand and you're like, that's built. You know what I mean? Like you could give that some rock all and that stays in your hand. Few interesting things about these ones, which I kind of dig. Now, first off, the color scheme, obviously on the Rebels versions of these hilts, on the full size hilt, this part is black or dark green. But in the Mandalorian, they're actually this color. They didn't color them in. So this is much closer to the Mandalorian version of her hilts than it is the Rebels version of her hilts. However, the interesting part about this is it takes a thinner blade. It takes I'm going to get this wrong. I'm going to say 7/8 blade. And if I'm wrong, I'll put a thing up somewhere to tell you that I'm wrong. Rather than an inch blade. So it's actually a thinner blade, which is interesting. It's something I've not had before. I've not had a hilt with a thinner blade before. It does give me sort of Rebels vibes, though, which is quite cool. I don't have a problem with that at all. Easier to wield when you're holding both of them because it's slightly lighter than obviously the thicker hilts. We've got plenty of space in there for the speaker to come out, so we got decent sound coming out of it. Couple of extra interesting points on this. This is not the activation switch. You think it's gonna be, but actually that little boy right there is the activation switch. So you do everything from that tiny little switch there, right? But the cool thing about that, though it looks like an activation switch, what it actually is, if I can get my fingers in there, boop, boop, boop. Unscrew it. And it's the charging port. It's so cool that they've been able to cover up the charging port with this. Obviously, quite a lot of sabers have like kill keys and stuff in the charging port. But for this to have what essentially looks like the activation button over the charging port is a really nice sort of addition to that. I think that's really cool and dope. So, yeah, I like that. When I first got this, I was like, how do I charge it? How the hell do I charge it? And then I found that and I was like, that's nice. You can see there the sort of the bend in the hilt. It's really, really nicely done because you can see the bend. It's not overly bent, but it's also not too shallow. It's just really nicely done. And then along with that, we have the Shoto, which is a little boy. Really is little. And it's perfect for a Shoto. It's a perfect size. Again, in Rebels, these details here on these ones, the diamonds would be painted. I might do that at some point. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. I think I might do it just to add a little bit of extra, detail on this. But this has the same thing. That's the recharge port there, and the activation port there. Now these are just baselit versions, because obviously double saber things can get expensive, but they're really, really nice. They're really nice. You can see the size difference there between the Shoto and the full size. Really is a big difference, and really feels proper. Really feels like this is your offhand and this is your main hilt. Again, this one's got a lot of holes in the side for the sound because the bottoms are completely solid for the D-rings there. So that's how they get the sound coming out of it. Because normally you have holes in the bottom where the sound comes out. Again, this one's also got the thinner blade in it. And just overall, they're just really decent hilts, really well built. Great versions of these sabers. Like, I have a couple of, obviously, Ahsoka's from Clone Wars, from Force Sabers UK, and they're big and beasty, and these are very much the next evolution of Ahsoka's sabers, and done really, really well and really nicely. The only problem I had with them is because of the thinner blades, they don't. You might have seen all my pictures. I have all my sabers up my stairs, and they're all in the broom holders, and they're quite small for the broom holders, and they slide down. So I had to get a tiny little bit of EVA foam put in there so that they sit. That's literally the only problem I had with it. Everything else is perfect. Now, normally to access the internals, you would unscrew the bottom and slide everything out. I haven't checked this, but I would say that this is a case of taking this plate off if you want access to the internals. I'm thinking you probably unscrew this and unscrew this, and that plate comes off. I'm not going to do it because I don't really want to mess with the internals of this. I think it's set up quite nicely, but that's how I'm seeing it on there, and the same on the Shoto as well, because I'm not sure if this has got a full chassis inside because of the shape of the hilt. Like, normally you'd have your standard LGT chassis, but that's not going to fit in here. It's too thin for one to start with, and also with the bend in the hilt, you're not going to be able to fit that in. So I'm quite intrigued actually to see how the internals are set up on this. I will delve into that myself at some other point. I'm not going to do it here because it's unnecessary right now. Just something that I want to find out for myself. But would I recommend these hilts? Absolutely, I would recommend these hilts. They're beautiful. They're solidly made, and they look great as a display piece as well. They're the right size. They're the right shape. If you want the Fulcrum hilts and you don't want to spend £900 on ones that, I'm not going to lie, look, chef's kiss. But these look pretty damn close, and you're saving a heck load of money. A heck load of money. These are a great version of these hilts, and I'm super pleased with them. I'm super happy. Obviously, I keep going back to Padawan Outpost because the stuff they sell is great. The customer service is fantastic. And do you know what? They're just really good, decent human beings. And sometimes in this community, that's not always the case. But these people are genuine, good-hearted humans. And I will always support good, decent people. And that's exactly what they are. And I love them very, very much. And I want them to know that. You guys, you're awesome. So that's the Fulcrum hilts from Padawan Outpost. I am trying to calm down with my lightsaber buying because I have too many. My wall is full, and I don't know where else I can put some. That doesn't mean to say I don't have more coming. I do have currently having my I don't know if many of you have seen this. Back when I very, very first started my channel, I had a custom saber built, and I love the saber. It's built to my design, but it was the internals were very basic, just a single LED, no sound. So it was very, very basic, but I was paying for the build of the hilt. So I do actually have that being upgraded and installed by Izzy over at Kashyyyk Customs, doing me a full upgrade. I've got a bit nuts with the things that I'm getting put on it. So I'm trying to concentrate on like making sure I get that completely fixed, and I'll do another review on that. But other than that, I'm going to try and calm down with the buying of the lightsabers because I don't have space, and I should probably spend money on like a new car. Maybe we'll see. Who knows? I'm sure there's going to be another saber that comes out that I'm like, ooh, I want that. I might actually thinking about it now, I might actually do a video of my top 10 lightsaber hilts. Not that I own, but my top 10 favourite lightsaber hilts in the whole of Star Wars. And then I can talk about like which ones I'm missing, so which ones I need to get. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe and like and do the bell thing. We're nearly at 300 subscribers, which is crazy because I don't really do a lot to try and build my subscribers. I just kind of sit on the internet. I sit on Instagram and go, hello. And the fact that you people come and subscribe to me, I really genuinely appreciate it. I hope you have fun when I do these videos. Because I do. And at the end of the day, that's the most important thing for me, is I enjoy chatting about lightsabers, and I enjoy, just talking about Star Wars in general. So I hope you've enjoyed this past year of videos, and 2022 should have more. And I'm going to try and mix it up, do a few different bits and bobs. So that'll be fun to look forward to. But for now, Happy New Year. And I will see you all very, very soon. Obviously, follow me on Instagram if you want to see my nonsense, at Fulcrum Force. But until next time, we are one with the Force, and the Force is with us.